Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be doubling your coins, so if you don't have many, we have got you covered. Drop a like down below if you do use any of the methods, and as usual, we're giving away 6 copies of the AFC. If you want to win one, all you got to do is subscribe, send me proof over on Instagram, and at 14k, we'll be announcing the winners. We're about 300 subs away, guys. You are absolutely killing it, so the winners will be coming very soon. And as usual, guys, if you need coins in a quicker way, well, so if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below, make sure to click the link in the description, and let's get into it. So there's a few things I need to help you guys off with first. Now, starting off, you do have a few things to look at right now. Of course, we've got the player picks and the premium upgrades, and don't worry, I've got some shorts coming on them, but there's actually some SBCs you can do right now with essentially a very good return in terms of the player you get back, so it might help a lot of you for fodders. So you don't want to be doing any of those, they're not great returns, but you've got Lobotka and you've also got Dyer, who don't really cost a lot, and you get quite good cards back, so 89 and a 90 back. Both of them are cheaper than the fodder, and you can do, I think Dyer is like an 83 or an 84 squad. I think Lobotka is about the same, so it's very, very easy and it's good fodder. Now, of course, some of you guys might not have many coins at all, and we need to get you some. So there's a few places you can go. Obviously, Div Rivals, we're actually coming up to the end of the season, and if you spam out games, I've been doing it myself. I've done 20, I would say, games where I've just popped my controller down and the game's played for me. It does help you get a lot of your season rewards points, so it might be worth doing it if some of you are far off. You've also got squad battles. Play a few of these and you will get some free packs at the end of the week that are tradable. Same with Foot Champs qualifications. If you get in, do the qualifications, even if you don't qualify, you get some tradable packs back that are really good for helping you. But to get immediate coins, best thing to do, either do your preview packs, get a game in, or even go over to the stadium. As we always talk about, if you go to stadium, you can go on pretty much any of the sections and you should find a load of tradable stuff. Like here, 242 coins a pop, sell 10 of these, that's 2.4k, and I've done pretty much nothing. Obviously, it's not a trading method because we're not getting them, they're not coming out of thin air, they're just in my club that I haven't really done anything with. But you will find a lot of us who've been playing the game all year have hundreds of thousands of coins worth of these just sat in our club. Now, to start off, we've got a bit of an interesting one, the domestic man of the match card. Now, you can see here a few of them will pop up every now and then, and you've got to pick the league in order to get the ones that are going to be worth a little bit more. But if you go over to my transfer list, as you can see, we've got a Serbi here who sells for a minimum of 10k, but quick sells for 15. So if you can get any of the players who are domestic man of the matches, if you can find the ones that there are, there's quite a few at the minute, you can go through league by league. If you can find the ones that are worth a little bit more, so if we go Serie A, for example, you've got a Serbi, you've got Lozano, you've got Dezers there, Di Maria as well. All of these cards sell for 15k minimum. If you can manage to snipe yourself one at 14,250, 14,500, or even 14,750, you will make profit. There's no EA tax on a quick sell, so it is a little bit of a bargain. It's one that you might spend a little bit of time on, but because they're in packs right now, you can pick these up, instantly quick sell them for more than what they're worth, and it's just a little fun one to do. I mean, I've seen a few of Serbies. It's a little bit harder than you might think, obviously, to find them. You might want to go to the end here, do a little bit of compare price. That's an easy way of doing it, but as I say, they can be listed for less than they quick sell for. So there's a few badges with the same kind of thing, and there's a few things like that in FIFA, but I would say right now, absolutely bosh these out, because you might find yourself a steal. If you grab one for 10 or 11k, it's 5k for free. So been gifted with another team of the season, so we can pop ourselves over to Liga Portugal. Now, I don't know if they've got any team of the season moments. As you can see, they do not, but they do have a fair few team of the season players. They've even got someone worth 690k who I don't think, oh, there he is, Pedro Gonçalves. So I don't know why he's worth so much, purely on the basis that, yes, I know he's probably rare, but how are you fitting him in a team? I mean, even with Eusebio, you still need more links to the current chem system, but despite that, we've got a few methods that we can make out of the players that are a little bit cheaper. So Diego Costa, of course, being a keeper there on the lower end, is the cheapest player. Now, we can just simply put Liga Portugal on, and it's just going to be him and a couple of the lower price players. So if you go to 25k, you can see there's a few of them there. So if we pop this down to maybe 23 or 22, you're going to find the kind of bottom price. So there's one there at 20k that we just missed. 23 seems to be the sell point. EA tax will be 1,150. So there is EA tax. There is sort of a little bit of profit there, but if you go down to maybe 21, you're making about 850 coins per card, and you can see they're popping up quite a bit, so you can make a good amount per card. They are going quite low. That one that we've just missed there would have been about 2k profit. same as that one. Unfortunately, we are missing a few of these, but because they're coming up so fast, you don't really need to get many of these to make a good profit. You know, it's potentially 2k profit per card. That's 50 an hour. You really don't have to get every card that you see in order to make a big profit. Down these players to make yourself more profit. So once you've done the first one, obviously you probably want to push up the budgets a little bit more. The first thing you can do if you really want to do that, there's a simple one, but it's not going to change too much, but it will get rid of the keeper, is we pop yourself over to basic. This one removes the keeper. It leaves you a few more players at a little bit of a higher price. So what it does mean is you're going to push that up a little bit, not a lot, but you are going to push that up a little bit. So if you go 24, this one, you can see the worth a little bit more. So maybe 25 for the sell-on from the looks of things. There's a couple pages, yeah, 25. So for this one, we push ourselves slightly up, not massively, but it does a little bit. So you'll be sniping at maybe 22,500 or 23k. So it's that little bit of a push. If you've made maybe 50, 60k off the first one, you might want to move up that slight bit. But if you've made a little bit more, you might want to go a little bit further. So the options there, you can go over to defender. I would say that's probably the easiest one. So the next step up is defender. So if you pop on, take off the basic chemistry style, pop on defender and go to 30,000 coin. This one, you've got Otamendi. You've also got the likes of Grimaldo as well. So you've got two players there. Grimaldo, a little bit more expensive, not worlds expensive, more about 10, 15k. So you've just got to snag him if you can. So for Otamendi, we are looking at about 31,000 coins. EA tax on that, 10% is going to be 3.1 half. So you're looking at about 1,750. So it brings you there. Obviously, it's a little bit more on EA tax. So actually, 28,500 seems like a reasonable point. So you can see with this touch, you're kind of gradually moving up each method. So it's not a huge bulk move and you're not massively changing the value, but it's a good one for those of you with lower coins. You know, if you've got 10k, you can start off really building that with other methods, you know, using the commons, using gold rares that we've looked at in the last few videos. Go check them out if you have less than 20k. If you have 20k, you start off with the first method, then you move on to the second, the third, and although it is a gradual change, it's a good tots for really pushing up from the bottom of things, and then you can take yourself over to Serie A tots and go have a look at some of the more expensive players. Now, when you move on from defender, the next stop, realistically, you've got a couple options. You can, if you want to go teams, one that will get you a few players on, if you want to go for this one, is if we pop ourselves over to, I think it is Benfica. So you've got Gonzalo Ramos, you've got Otamendi, you've got Grimaldo, and you've got João Mario. So all of them come under that one. That might not be a bad one, although you are mostly looking at the same lower end, which is why it's not going to increase the value much. It just gives you the chance at some of those other players. A possible option for you is midfielder, where you've got João Mario and you've got Ricardo Horta. Obviously that one there, once again, you're not massively pushing up the value. You are kind of only looking at getting, you know, a bit of an extra player on top who, if someone makes a mistake, you may get the chance at. Now, the next one where you can actually really do something is if you pop over to striker. So if we go over to striker, you're looking at Gonzalo Ramos, and you are also looking at, Ricardo Horta, we want to get rid of him, and then you're looking at Taremi. So to get rid of Ricardo Horta out of this one, you need to put the minimum, okay, so his minimum is above what you need for this one. So for this one, we're going to do a bit of compare price. So the values of Ricardo Horta, unfortunately, because he can be position changed, he's came up on this filter. So to get it to just Taremi and Gonzalo Ramos, you want to go to around 40,000 coins, because that's how much Taremi is worth. So you want to go all the way to the end here and do compare price. And all you want to pick up is Taremi's and Gonzalo Ramos's if they come up. So no one else. Those two are the only viable players who you're happy to pick up right now. Now, of course, you do have Pedro Gonçalves. Now, unfortunately, there's no way that we get the top dog over Gonçalves into a filter unless we go Portuguese left wing, and unfortunately the other left wing who is Portuguese isn't going to be going for this price. Now you've got Pedro Gonçalves, obviously he's the top dog. You've obviously got Ricardo Horta, who brings it down a little bit, and then we've got Leao, the big man. So Leao, I don't think is possible to get him for less than $1 million. I don't know what his price ranges are, but I would very much be surprised if it's possible to even get him on this filter. His minimum is 400k. So actually, if we go minimum buy now of around 400, I think Horta can. I don't know what Horta's minimum is. What's Horta? He goes to 100k. So actually, if we pop this down to 300, pop this up to 5, we want to go to about 700k. So that's where Pedro Gonzalez starts coming in. So he's actually going right now at all positions for 690. So realistically, 10% off. We want to realistically, yeah, just take off about 70k. So you want to go down to about here, and that's where you can get Gonzalez. So unfortunately, he's not easy to get. He is possible with a filter, with layout, and if someone gets a min snipe price layout on this filter, then you are absolutely laughing. That's a 3 mil profit. Obviously, very unlikely, but these things do happen. So if you are new around here and you want more methods, check out the other videos, and of course, check out the ones that are up and coming. Drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow.